The dying grasp. Whoa. Hades.
Show me your vaunted strength, and I shall expose the lie of your fragmented existence.
Then you shall have it. Your distant north, outcast from oblivion. The librarian's waiting.
Darkness reigns. You are worth.
Oh! Dodge!
Your hate must command.
I don't know what this does, but I do not like it. Oh.
Scurry and scatter. Darkness reigns.
Oh, spread out. No, come this way from not, Hades. Give your voice to your anguished brethren. Shadow of the Ancients. Darkness. The ever-hungering void. Return all to darkness. Oh!
I am stifled by this vessel of flesh.
Let me gauge for sex. Oh, is that what this is? yours to take.
Behold, a sorcerer of hell, tremble before thy glory.
Sounds like fun. Oh. Okay. I didn't think it was gonna do that. Okay. So I guess this is what I still probably prefer this I think. Shadow spread. Oh! It's not over yet, though. It's not over yet. Well, time to get going then. Just in time.
Such infernal strength!
Oh.
With all thy might!
Yes! Woo! I am just... Oh. Well now.
Remember. Remember us. Remember that we once lived.
It's over. Emet-Selch is no more.
More importantly, how do you fare?
What dost thou see?
Her ether. It is as it used to be. As a disciple of Zodiac, the Ascian was the darkness to your light. I can but assume that when you set your strength against his, the light within you was spent.
No, it's more than that. Under the strain of that incredible flood of ether, your soul had begun to break apart. Yet now it seems somehow restored. I tried to help you before the battle, but Emet-Selch stopped me. So, how did you... exactly what did you... Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I guess I do owe them an explanation, though. I had a help from a hero of this world.
I see.
Exarch. Good thing you're still in one piece.
Where to start? I believe I owe you all an apology. And you, most especially.
See? Why concealment? Just good to see you awake, Gahara Tia.
Well, 'tis good to be awake.
So, those mad souls dove straight into the ocean over there, did they?
All I could see from here was the whale, Master Chai.
'Twas surely Alphino and those friends of his. They did something heroic, mark my words. You need only look up there for proof of that.
Yep, we brought back the nice guy.
As you say, my love.
Well, we brought back the nice guy.
They're sure to be back. Any moment now. Any moment.
We did bring back the nice guy. We brought the dart back.
They are coming back. and bad sort of.
There, dear. Everything will be all right.
There, look! Over there, over the beach!
Ho there!
Greetings!
You all right?
Welcome back!
Well, they swam out all
I
right.
think we'd be swimming the whole way back.
I don't know.
Heavens. Heavens. Take me.
Alphino! Oh, hells.
Where's your Ranjay? Think he made it out?
Wait! Where's Urianger?
He must have fallen behind.
Yeah.
But shouldn't we look for him?
He'll wash up, sooner or later. For the love of Alphino!
Welcome back, dear ones!
Free!
And thus did salvation come to the first. The lamps of Amarot will fade along with Emet-Selch's enchantments, and the depths shall be as once they were. Mount Gulg will one day fall, and the Talos below yield to wind and rain. This tale, too, will fade with time, passing into legend as the world heals and moves on.
At least you did not exhaust your strength.
Nevertheless,
We walked on the bridge, all the way back to Crystarium. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
as ether obeys the cycle, as death and decay gives way to new life,
there he is.
so too do the memories we share inspire others to rise to greatness. For we who walk before may lead those who walk after. Your road goes ever on, as does your story, as does your legacy. Such is the hero's lot, to touch the lives of countless others.
Excuse me? You're the Warrior of Darkness, aren't you? Where are you from, really? And how did you get to be so strong?
Here comes the music. Oh, this is a perfect one. This story is... it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. And now it just clears up everything about the arsonist. I just love it. I love it so much. I love that Emet-Selch just had to hide his emo long up until the last moment. Up until we had to fight him. That he called himself Hades as an ancient ancient being. This ancient old ass. He is surprisingly far more powerful above all the rest. It's so great. Awesome story. I love it so much. I love how they've done it. Alright, enough of that. I'll leave this, I'll amuse myself and let this music continue rolling.
promise that we just might carry on in a song. Pray don't forget us, your bygone kin, with one world's end as a new begin. And should our souls scatter unto the wind, still we shall live on. Stand tall. This time,
knew the night's place were amongst the rebels, yeah. But the Christians still credit others for speak. I thought it's safe to speak in my true name. So, what can you do to bring them back?
By your deeds has the blinding light been banished from these skies, and the Sin Eaters driven to retreat. Although our many hurts will be years in the mending, I have faith that this world and her people will one day be whole once more. With no rejoining in prospect, the Source need no longer fear the coming of an 8th umbral calamity.
At least we prevented.
And with that triumph, the future from which you came will no longer come to pass. Yet here you still stand.
So I do. I wonder if that other age continues onward somehow, cut adrift from time's flow. Or have I simply etched myself a place upon this new block of history? Either way, this is an unexpected development. As the summoner of your souls, my death was meant to release you back to your world.
But...
Yet I am very much alive, and you are still stuck here in the first.
I believe I speak for us all when I say that we are happy to postpone our return if it means your life is spared. We will seek out another way.
Besides, I never had any intention of rushing home. There are people here I still need to thank, and this means I might actually have time to do so.
Indeed.
Yet we dare not neglect our comrades in the Source. Mistress Tataru, to name but one, will be most anxious to know how things stand with us.
So, you'll just have to make the journey alone for the moment. Be sure and give a full report to our fellow Scions, will you? Oh, and we'd also appreciate any news you can bring us from back home.
Yeah, of course.
Then I see no reason to delay. I can open the path from here.
Go on.
I imagine we each have matters demanding our attention, so let this be a farewell for us all. Send word when you've resummoned our friend. Oh, and do try to ensure she arrives within the city next time.
Of course. I shall strive for utmost accuracy. No strange forests or unplanned passengers, I promise.
Both of them laughed, and both Orion and Alvin are like, and you're still listening to like, Rain on the other hand.
I'm a little relieved, to be honest. I would have been terribly lonely if everyone had suddenly disappeared.
Aww? Aww.
But I understand that you have to go. Safe journey. warrior of darkness. I hope to see you again soon.
Take care. Alright. What now?
Just a moment while I attune the portal. Then you can be on your way.
But, okay. Are we not gonna talk about what happened to you in the source?
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short. And then one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me in the flesh.
Oh.
A hero who looked at the horizon and beyond and saw I knew not what. All I knew was that I would give anything to stand at that hero's side.
Oh.
Would that it was so easy. The glory of the heavens was ever beyond the grasp of those who never thought to reach for it. But if I have gained anything from all of this, it is the courage to stretch out my hand.
That's so much.
Hear me, Rahatia. This is no time for sleeping.
At least he yelled out. At least he said it. This is funny. Similarly, Chris Extra kind of look like Kahira, but it doesn't look like him. This is no time for sleeping, indeed. Oh.
To the west gate. I want to know what's happening there.
Same as the others. Struck down with a single blow. An unfortunate day to draw guard duty.
It's definitely Xenos, though.
Forgive me. These were your people.
We took advantage of this slaughter to slip into the palace. 'Tis not for me to grieve them. That was the Emperor! Wait! Your radiance!
Xenos. Oh.
Gaius, you've missed your part in this, I'm afraid.
You came back?
I Identify yourself, demon!
You were hoping for the Ascian? The Craven shed this skin and fled, rather than face me. A pity. I was looking forward to crossing blades with myself. But I cannot deny the feeling of satisfaction. Body and soul reunited at last.
So that's the actual Xenos.
The game continues, but the pieces have changed.
Only if we trust in a Paragon's words. A mistake I do not intend to repeat.
He speaks the truth. Elidibus is gone. Tore a hole into the rift.
Tore a hole into the rift?
Xenos, my foolish, greedy son. Was a second life not enough? Was the Empire too rich a prize to ignore? True freedom for our nation, our people, will never be won by a spoiled princeling. The burden of this throne is beyond you.
Tis you, father, who have struggled with this burden. Simply holding the Empire together has occupied your limited faculties. But you may take comfort in knowing that I have no intention of pursuing your tedious agenda. Nor am I interested in ruling over the Empire's lands. I came only to remove that which ruins my sport. I will not have my prey stolen by your petty wars and cowardly weapons.
Oh, so he knows.
You would kill me just for that.
I need no other reason. Any and all who interfere with my hunt will not do so twice!
God damn.
I heard the Ascians speak of Zodiac and Eidolon. Even the will of this star is but a construct of our own making. We shall gorge upon their strength, and then, my friend, our contest shall begin anew.
Xenos!
I'm back. Well, that should bring news to Totaro. I fear she would need to know of this. It's time to see them. It's time to see Totaro. I feel like she definitely needs to catch up on what happened. She definitely needs to know what happened here. I think she deserves it. Totaro, I'm back. Of course it's me. Hi. How? When? I didn't even get back for ages. Time moves in mysterious ways. Right. So what it does? Of course you have to literally collectible little pixie that has said as much. As the situation in the sun, it appears that they are still eyeing our forces from afar. From what I told, the Guardian Armies are slow to react, since they are reluctant to commit any large-scale engagements. It's sort of stalemate. Otherwise, we haven't yet to see the sign that Alpha Blackmails are being warned about. Oh, I suppose we did call for an old friend to help Ben on that account. Huh? Who? So nice to be back. Elidibus. Oblivion has claimed him. Elidibus. Emet-Selch gone. Lahabrea gone. I alone remain the last of the unbroken. Once more, I am moved to reevaluate the potential of these tattered souls. Xenos, never did I dream you could overpower me so completely. Possessed, I was your buddy, and it was all uncanny strength. Now that I shared the truth of this world its reflection, who can protect the events will unfold? Not I. Emissary. What a poor jest that Tata has become. The flow of history has become muddled. Its currents well beyond my capacity to direct them. You have wrestled the advantage, Highborn, defeating the hands of your discipline, tightening their grip on our star. The origins of this world, remains hidden and habits ignorant of their broken existence, just as you and your creators desired. They say we give the part of life, uncaring, unknowing as we waken to fade. But do not imagine yourself with us. Your champion has indeed proved the most inglorious obstacle to our ascendance, a barbed thorn in my side. She may yet be removed and cast into the abyss. Oh yes, it can be done. I will keep these heroes mired in the first. And and victory will be ours at the last. No, you can't. Warriors of darkness now, are they? Then their fate is decided. They shall meet the same and those who came before. Death at the hands of warriors of light. You know what you're meddled with. It seems you were right. There is something out there. Huh? What is that? The blazing skies gave way to the gentle night. What hand can end the war of dark and light? What? More than my fill. House of Splendor. In the meantime, So Mythelia chose to pass on her gifts to the next oracle? This girl who think her named Rain? To have such a burden thrust upon her as child, only to embrace it when given the choice. In that respect, they are quite alike. It seems her legacy is indeed in capable hands. Might I ask you a favor when you return to the first? Do tell Rain what I cannot. To tell her thank you. I would offer thanks to you as well for staying here with her until the end. Yeah. Make it burn, but could I have a word? Oh, hey! And she wants a word. Huh? Yeah.
You're here. Good.
So, how are they?
Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health. For the present, at least.
For the present? Oh no, is something wrong with them?
Can't say what.
I'm afraid there may be. I summoned you after detecting faint signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether. But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed. Tellingly, the degree of instability varies between them. Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Urianger. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called away in?
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time. Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
By the gods! What happens if the link is broken?
I cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us. Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good. Mercifully, the instability is still only slight. And you may rest assured, Master Matoya and I will do everything in our power to keep it from worsening. Be that as it may, it is imperative that you find a way to restore our friends' souls to their bodies.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Leave it to me.
Thank you.
But where's she even supposed to start? We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct? Raha always was a reckless young fool, ready to die for the first righteous cause that came along. His plan might well have worked, but I for one am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer. There is another way, I am sure of it. And the key lies with him, with the Exarch. Pray return to the First and apprise him and the others of the situation. We, meanwhile, will do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
I wonder if the Mistral is gonna show up in the North Art. Is he? I might find out, I suppose. Well, off we go again. The corporal either shows signs of instability, but good gods, the possibility have never even occurred to me. If you have returned and hope in my search will yield this situation, I fear you'll be sorely disappointed. Just but a mercy that we have that likes Mistress Quiet and Master Toya to keep our friends' bodies safe while the rest will do the problem. While they cannot foresee separation of the body and soul indefinitely. Come, the others must be told. Welcome back.
Pray excuse my late arrival.
Will Thancred and Reen not be joining us?
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion. Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed. I think it best that you begin by providing a summary of Mistress Kryle's findings.
I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Yet our souls seem unaffected, to my eye at least. How long they will remain so is another question. Kryle is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
Perhaps an explanation of the method by which I brought you here will yield some inspiration. Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy. The magic that summoned you was no exception. It is a singular spell, adapted through painstaking effort from the technique that transported me to the first. To use an analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed.
Indeed.
Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target. Instead of you, the spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in their incomplete state. I would not soon throw my life away, not after the lengths you and yours went to save it. And so long as I breathe, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. But should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
And that method is?
Oh! What was that for?
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless she says so.
Your followers await your divine judgment.
What
did you just...
You stole her!
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion? Rather than dwelling upon the multiple failed attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary success. I would draw your attention to the fact that our friend can travel between worlds possessed not only of her body and soul, but her personal effects besides. This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
Are you suggesting that simply by considering us her possessions, she could carry our souls back to the source upon her person?
Well, it would be nice if things were that simple for a change. But vague notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our lives on. So much as a moment of doubt on her part and we'd be left floating in the rift.
Milady hath the right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend. Yet were we to immure our souls within an object in her possession, mayhap then our safe passage could be assured. White Auracite would, I believe, serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose. It was conceived to imprison the massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one of ours with relative ease. We would need only to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back unto our vacant bodies.
Soul preservation and transference. I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist us. On the far shore of the source, there stands a great palace built by the elves. It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain new Mo chose to make their home there soon after. Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court, and it is said that none in all of Norvrand is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Well, I've no objection to seeking a helping hand, but if they've gone to such lengths to hide themselves away from the world, what makes you think they'd be willing to lend us one?
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters. No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me. Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the faithful. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience. They may still be inclined to turn you away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
A grand adventure.